What's going on, everyone? What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new to the channel, my name is AkeemHaynes. I'm a two-time Olympian, Olympic bronze medalist, author, motivational speaker, and sports commentator. On my channel, we talk boxing, MMA, track and field, and of course, motivation and encouraging content. If this is something that you enjoy, then I hope that you subscribe to the channel. Now, let's get into the video. Israel Adesanya versus Jared Cannonier. What do we think about this fight? This is going to be an interesting matchup. Now, I want to give a different take on this. I'm not necessarily going to give a prediction, even though I did give a prediction of how I think this fight is going to go down on my other show, Point Blank. If you want to hear the prediction, then go over there and check that out. But this is going to be an interesting fight because Izzy is extremely talented and skilled in so many levels. He's beaten his opponents in different ways time after time. He's a special fighter, but what makes him so special? Is it how well he times his opponents? Is it his speed and quickness in the octagon? Is it his slickness? Is it the variety of precision of his attacks and strikes and the way he keeps guys guessing? Yeah, it is all of those things. But there's an extra addition that true champions have that Izzy has owned, and that's the moment. Being able to perform at the moment in the bright lights is not an easy thing to do. This is professional sports, and in the fight game, someone has to win and someone has to lose. Regardless of how much that both of these men have trained for this fight, the reality is that there's going to be a winner, there's going to be a loser. Both have different skill set, but both have skills that can win. All the work is done. All that is left to control is the mind. And not just the front part of the mind, right? But the subconscious mind. When the moment is too big, often what makes the body fold is the thoughts that seep in to create pressure on top of the pressure that's already physically there. I remember talking to Donovan Bailey, right? Olympic gold medalist in the 1996 Olympic Games. And he would say to me, you know, Akeem, I won a lot of my races before the race even began. I was mentally stronger than everyone. I could compartmentalize well. Izzy has been in this moment so much that he believes he will always come out on top every single time. Yes, as a professional athlete, you have to say that, you have to believe that. But there are people that say that, and then there are people who believe it in their hearts. Izzy believes it in his heart, and perhaps that is his strongest weapon. Now, let's talk about Jared Cannonier. I have a lot of respect for his story and his journey. Who doesn't like the underdog story, right? Who doesn't like the story of someone who had to come in through the back door, right? And work to get into this moment. It's a great story. And I first want to say this before I go any further. Very few people expect Jared Cannonier to win this fight. The odds change every minute, but he's far from the favorite. And in my opinion, that's the perfect place to be. There's no pressure on someone who people don't expect to win anyway, right? So he can fight freely. Jared has to take risk in this fight. Unless you land a clean shot against Izzy in a stand-up fight, I think Izzy is too quick. He's too elusive. He has too much of a reach. He's never fought anyone like Izzy before. Someone who is as balanced offensively as he is defensively. Jared is big and strong and used to be a heavyweight. Perhaps he can do what Jan did to Izzy and find a way to control the momentum and pace by landing a takedown and striking from there and doing something that very few people have been able to do, and that's win a round against Izzy. I know Jared doesn't have the best wrestling pedigree as some of the others in that division, but here's an option. Even if Jared doesn't get the takedown, can he make Izzy be worried about it enough that he can land some striking shots of his own? If he can get Izzy to bite a couple times on the possibility of him getting taken down, then perhaps he can make Izzy make a mistake where he can land strikes and shots of his own. He's got nothing to lose. But when you're coming in as the underdog, you're able to fight more freely because the odds are already stacked against you. So what do you have to lose? Izzy is the champion and the best in that division for a long time now, right? But sometimes the best fighters don't always win. There are many underdog stories in sports. And the question that we'll figure out this weekend is, can Jared Cannonier be among that list? Also, real quick, for those who are watching the UFC fight card this weekend, I'm hosting a free watch stream party. I've teamed up with Millions to host the watch party on their platform. So if you're already going to watch the fight, or even if you just want to come and hang out and ask some questions, then please do and join me. I would love to touch base with you. It's free. It's easy to sign up. I will attach the link in the description of this video, and hopefully tomorrow I will see you there. What are your thoughts on this fight? Let me know in the comments section below. And if you've been watching the video this long, then do me a favor and subscribe to the channel, and we'll definitely see you next time.